What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today I'm back with a very exciting video. Now, if you guys didn't watch stream last Friday, I said something about this deck that maybe I shouldn't have said, and here it is. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I think ABC's dead for now. I think we have to retire the deck, for real. No joke, I think we have to retire ABC. So yeah, as you guys saw from that clip, I said that ABC was dead, it's not playable anymore, the deck's trash without Union Carrier. But I was wrong. I was wrong. I'll admit it. 100% admit it. I was wrong. I stayed up after and I was like, man, I gotta make this deck work. ABC is one of my favorite decks. I know Union Carrier is gone. It hurts, whatever. But I wanted to make this deck playable. So I figured out this 2-card combo. Just a 2-card combo. It kind of sucks because back in the day, Union Hanger was a 1-card combo for a full board. Now you gotta do it on 2-card combo, but I still think this deck can be competitive. Now, if you guys want to see the deck profile, make sure to let me know by liking this video and subscribing to the channel and telling me in the comments that you guys want to see a deck profile. For today's video, we're gonna be doing a combo video. I'm gonna be breaking down the steps of how to do this combo. It's a very basic combo, very simplistic, so it's not really too hard to follow, but it's a very simplistic combo, but it ends on a pretty good board. Also, all the links to my social media and everything are in the description below, so if you guys want to check me out on Twitter, that's really where I'm most active, Discord, whatever, then hit me up. All the links are in the description. Now I'm excited. I'm actually excited to bring you guys this, so for real, let's just get onto the video. Okay, so as you guys can see here, all the combo needs is a Union Hanger plus any piece. So instead of a 1-card combo where you could just open Union Hanger, you just need a piece now with it. So it's not that much more difficult. It's not like you need a random card that's not searchable or it's really like not one of your core pieces. These are one of your core pieces, so you are going to be playing your A, your B, or your C, and you could open literally any one of your pieces plus your Union Hanger. Technically, you could also do this if you open Terraforming, because Terraforming searches Union Hanger, and you could do this if you open Unauthorized Reactivation. However, you would need a second piece. So if you open Unauthorized Reactivation, you need to open that plus 2 pieces, right? So regardless, the combo still ends up the same, still very simple to do, because if you think about it, you're playing a bunch of pieces, you're going to probably draw into one, plus a Union Hanger, very easy to do. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to start off by activating the Union Hanger and adding a Union monster to your hand. And what you're going to add is you're going to actually add your B or your C. It literally doesn't matter. You can add your B or your C. Now, you always want A in hand. That's the thing that I kind of noticed was you never want A on the field. You want B and C on the field at all times, and you want A in your hand. Okay, so you're gonna activate your Union Carrier here. You're gonna do your Union Carrier shenanigans. You summon Driver, equip Driver, I should say. You're gonna activate Driver effect, and you're gonna equip the C. Now, this is where the deck is a little bit more fragile now, because you're gonna see with the chain links. The nice thing about the chain links before was that you can always do B as chain link 1. Now you kind of can't, and I'll show you guys why in a second. And this card pretty much is the reason why this deck is still playable. So this card that you're about to see right now is the reason why this deck is still playable. So you're gonna go into Bujinki Ashima, I think I'm saying that right. I might not be saying that right, but you're gonna go into the Bujin monster right over here, the Bujin Link monster, and it's insanely good. So if you guys don't know what this card does, is when it's link summoned, you can special summon 2 monsters with the same level, one from your hand and one from your graveyard, but negate their effects. That's fine, doesn't really matter. And immediately after this effect resolves, XC summon 1 XC's monsters using those 2 monsters. Okay, and then if an AC's monster this card points to is activates this effect by detaching 1 card, you can target a spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy it. So the thing is, going second, it's actually pretty good, because if you are going second, your opponent has any back row, you get a free pop pretty much in this combo. So you get this combo plus a free pop, realistically going second, but going first, you're not going to be doing that. So you're going to trigger the effects, okay? So now the weird thing is you need to trigger B as chain link 3, because you need to get the search off first for this combo to work, and that's why this is a little bit more fragile than the OG combos. So chain link 1 and 2 doesn't really matter. It could be C, it could be Bujin. So let's go C as chain link 1, let's say. So it's chain link 1 C, we're gonna go chain link 2 our Bujin, and we're gonna go chain link 3 B. Now the reason you need to have B as your chain link 3 is because you need a second piece now, so that you can summon off the Bujin plus summon off the C. So if you opened a second piece, so let me just say that as well for this combo, that if you guys open a second piece, you don't need to chainlink B as chainlink 3, you can do it as chainlink 1 and it can be protected and it can be safe, because technically you don't need that extra search, okay? So if you guys are just learning the deck, this is something, I guess, an in-depth combo, I should say, because you should know these kind of rulings and stuff with the deck. When you do B as chainlink 3, you get the search first, which is you needed, but the problem is it's more susceptible to hand traps. Now, if you have a second piece in hand and you don't just have an A and a Union Hanger, so let's say you open Union Hanger A and B, right? Then you don't need to B search as chainlink 3, you can just B search chainlink 1 and it's going to be protected from hand traps, right? So that's really all I have to say. Like that that's just what it is, right? So we're gonna summon your, or we're gonna search your B off of B actually, I should say. Then your Bujin is gonna activate, and you're not gonna want to summon the B from hand because this B is gonna be summoned off C, so you can get an extra search, and I'll show you guys that in a second. So with the Bujin monster, we're gonna summon our A from our hand and our B or C from the graveyard. It really doesn't matter because they're gonna immediately get XC summoned into your Gear Gigant, right? So you're gonna make Gear Gigant here, and I guess we'll make an attack position. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And I think I put it in the wrong spot. You should technically put it in this spot right over here. That's my bad. You should put it in this spot over here because if you're going second, that's how you pop a back row. Just so you guys know. So don't put it here. You put it in the arrow right here because then you just pop a card, okay? But going first doesn't really matter. And then with C, you're going to summon our B out of our hand, okay? So right here, you guys might be thinking, like, where's this combo going? I don't see where this combo is going. So now you're going to activate your Gear Gigant. Probably going to detach the A because you have a B already on the field. Just in case something goes wrong and your opponent stops it or whatever, you're going to want to detach the A. And then you're going to want to search yourself a starter for next turn, essentially. So you're going to search yourself a heavy mech support armor. That's your starter for next turn. And then you're going to link the Gear Gigant and the B into your IP Masquerena. So now you have IP Masquerena on the field, and you get the B effect, so another B to search. So now you're searching again. This deck gets so many cards in hand. I'm going to show you guys how you go +4 now. So B is going to search, you know, you can search A, B, or C. Literally doesn't matter what you want to search. I'll just search a B for this combo. You can search A or you can search C. B is really just the best one, really, so that's why. And then you're going to go and you're going to make your ABC Buster Dragon. So you're going to, from the graveyard, you're going to go A, B, and C from the graveyard and make Buster Dragon over here. Now, you guys might be thinking, okay, this combo is not as great as the OG combo, but the reason why this combo is actually kind of insane is because you have to think about it in multiple ways. So first things first is you started with 2 cards in hand. You still have 2 cards in hand plus 4 cards on the field. So you went +4 in this combo. Keep in mind that you still have 3 other cards in hand that are unknowns. So if those 3 other cards are like hand traps or just regular traps. So the thing is with this deck is because it's only a 2-card combo, you can play this deck as a trap build, or you can play this deck as a hand trap build, and it's the same thing. Because pretty much outside of the core that you need, all you really need is to fill the rest of the stuff with either just regular traps. So if you do that, you play Imperm, Ice Dragon's Prison, you know, you can play Trap Trick, you can play Compulse, whatever. Or you could go hand traps and play Ash. You still play the Imperm, I would say, obviously. You play the Skullmeister. Skullmeister is really good in today's format. And stuff like that, you know, Nibiru if you want to play Nibiru. And then regardless, the combo ends on the same thing. So pretty much here, with 2 cards, we've gone +4. And we have still 3 cards in hand. So you pretty much end the board with 5 cards in hand plus 4 cards on the field. That's kind of insane, no? So the nice thing about this is because automatically, let's say those 3 cards were trap cards, you can set the 3. You have Buster, ABC Buster to banish, and then you can use a B that you searched to discard. So now you have discard fodder. Then you have a starter for next turn in heavy mech support armor because that's gonna normal summon bottom back from the graveyard. Then once on your opponent's turn, let's say, when you tag out your Buster, right? So you're gonna tag out Buster and you get your 3 pieces back. You can use IP plus 2 or 3 pieces, whatever, to make something like an Apollo from your extra deck. So you can make Apollo, right? You can also make Boral Sword if your opponent, let's say, stops their turn or whatever. Instead of making the Apollo, let's say you end up not needing it, you make Boral Sword. And then you just OTK your opponent. Is that not, like, insanely good? That's it. This is the why this deck is still playable. And bro, I'm sorry for yesterday saying on stream that this deck is dead. I figured it out. Now, I gotta give some shoutouts to people online. I don't even know whose videos I was watching, but I was watching video after video. I remember watching Dual Evolution's video on stream, but he was playing a really combo heavy and I didn't like that one. But I used all of their ideas. I took ideas from everywhere, put it together, and I'm like, okay, I need to think, I need to make this deck work. And so this is really how it is. Now, before you guys leave this video, I know you guys are probably gonna see, oh, it's the end of the video, I'm gonna leave. Don't leave the video just yet because I wanna say something. I wanna say that I really felt like ABC last format could compete. I'm really being dead serious when I say that because 1 card Green Carrier combo is pretty nasty. The rest of the 4 cards could literally be 4 hand traps or 4 regular traps, and then you can compete. I'm not going to say that ABC at this very moment is going to be a tier 1 deck, but I still think with this 2-card combo here, you can still be semi-competitive. So if you guys really wanted to pick up a semi-competitive deck, plus a deck that's a lot of fun, to be honest with you, the one thing that this deck has that not a lot of decks, in my opinion, have to offer is that this deck is insanely fun to play. Now, that's not to take away from other decks, but it's just more like this deck, the way you can go about playing different combos and all that is is so interesting to me. So that's why I thought ABC was going to be very fun, and I think it still can be competitive. Now, again, whenever I say competitive, don't assume that I'm trying to say that you're going to win a YCS or Invitational or whatever with this deck. I don't mean it that way. Now, if you do, and if you could, congratulate, please do it. Then, I mean, then at least my deck can give me some kind of credit, right? But the thing is, I'm just trying to say that if you guys want to compete and play at a high level, but not necessarily play Virtual World or Eldritch or Drytron or whatever those kind of decks, this deck I think is still very relevant. So thank you guys all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm excited, man. I took all night to think of this combo, but when I got it down, I was like, this combo is very relevant, very playable. It's very easy to do. It's a 2-card combo, 2 core cards too, Union Carrier plus any piece. You can do it with any piece, so it's kind of really good if you ask me. So thank you guys all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's really all I gotta say. So with that, Spanko signing out. Peace.